Okay, so this is day 2 of the new 20 long aquarium. Put water in, put the substrate and then the water in a couple days ago, maybe 3 days ago. And then yesterday, put the plants in and snails and 2 fish. So the plan with this tank is no filter right from the start and no food of any kind, or at least no fish food or any kind of processed or any feeding on my part. My plan is or hope is that the fish tank somehow produces its own food. I'm not sure if that'll work or not, but hopefully some stuff hatches out of the dirt or something. So the substrate in this tank is can't see it anymore, but about 1 inch, maybe slightly less than that in the front, and then it's sloping quite a bit, so more than 1 inch of dirt here, and the way the sand sank down, it looks like even less, but it's probably dirt kind of coming like that, and then covered in sand. And the dirt is from a swamp just a few hundred feet from here, and and then it's just pool filter sand over the top of that. So I'm hoping that it works out and that the tank is able to produce enough food to keep these 2 fish alive, and then more as it develops and matures. But we'll see how it goes. So the fish I just bought yesterday from a local pet store. The male at least looks like some kind of antler or guppy cross maybe. And the female's probably similar. He's displaying all the time for her. And then the snails are just a few that I grabbed from a 10-gallon that's been set up for, since last spring. So it'll be a year and a few months. For plants, there's guppy grass in the back. I was hoping that that'll just be able to spread fast, and so I can have quite a bit of plant cover pretty soon. And that's just from I had no guppy grass a while ago, but I got some in a fish shipment just in the bag. There was just one or a couple pieces, and I put 1 piece in a 1-gallon bowl, and that grew quickly, so I took 4 cuttings off of there now and stuck them in the dirt. And then moss in each corner, I just trimmed it off from the 10-gallon tank and clumped it up in each corner, put a rock on top. And then some dwarf Sagittaria, I think it's called. And this other one was called the same thing, but it seems a lot taller, so I don't know what that is. And then more cuttings from the 10-gallon. These stem things. I don't know what that one's called, but more of that there. So yeah, it's kind of just an experiment to see if a 20 long with no filter from the very beginning, no filter and no fish food, what'll happen, what it'll turn into. I'm just gonna try to let the plants do what they want, except for I'm assuming the guppy grass will get out of hand eventually, but at least it'll hopefully kind of jump start the plant activity in here. And then there's floating plants too, but I didn't have very many. some of them are from bowls where they weren't growing very well, so they don't look real good. Hopefully they'll improve in here. And water is just hard well water. So yeah, hopefully it works out. Hopefully in a year from now it's has a lot of biodiversity and is able to sustain has been able to sustain these fish and hopefully their offspring. We'll see what happens. And then I'll try to get shrimp in here at some point too. Maybe once there's more cover for them so that their babies aren't eaten instantly by the guppies. And then the light right now is set to 10 hours a day. And that's maybe a lot right from the start. But that's what the 10 gallon here's been on, and that's been working good. So, yeah. So stay tuned. Hopefully it works out.